For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy FC24 coins, check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at the checkout for 5% off your... Yes then YouTube, we are back, but first you know what to do. Drop this video a like for me, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. So I am going to be dropping a 4-2-3-1 custom tactics for you on this latest patch. So you are going to want to use, check out trustdice.wing. Link is down in the description below. Enjoy 8,000 plus crypto games, up to 20% cash back, fast withdrawal system, and a 24/7 live support. You do have popular games in the casino, and you also have a live casino if you do want to check it out. Link is down in the description below. Check them out. You can also use the sports section as well, whether it be the NBA, the Champions League, the Premier League, the Bundesliga, the NFL La Liga, anything you want. So remember to check out trustdice.win. Link is down in the description below. Balanced on the defensive style, 100%. Do not use anything else. Do not use a pressure on heavy touch, press after possession loss, constant pressure. I mean, definitely don't use that. But mainly in particular, pressure on heavy touch. I was a big advocate of that up until about a month or two ago. And then after every single patch that has dropped, I feel like they have nerfed pressure on heavy touch into the ground now. It drains your stamina so much. And you don't really see the benefits of the pressure on heavy touch. Because by like the 50th, 60th minute, your team is just absolutely finito with the stamina. So you kind of don't even see the benefit of the pressure on the heavy touch. So balanced on the defensive style. A balanced style where your team presses the ball to the middle of the pitch and your team shape is neutral. What I like to call YouTube your bread and butter. The defensive width now, you are going to want to go quite narrow in the 4-2-3-1. If any of you don't know what the latest patch has done, it's kind of nerfed the byline meta a considerable amount. It's not completely gone. Like, you can still run down the byline, put some balls across with the R1X and the RBA. But I have to admit now that the byline meta only works like 30 to 40% of the time, rather than like the 100 to even 90, 80% that it did work on the pre-patch. So because of that, on the defensive width, you are going to want to go down to 43 in the 4-2-3-1. Yes, 43. Making us nice and compact in the middle of the pitch, making it really hard for our opponent just to funnel it through to the middle of the pitch. You don't want to go too narrow though, because you kind of want to funnel your opponents down to the byline, but at the same time you don't want to go too narrow so that they can still then go through the middle of the pitch. So that's why I've gone with 43 on the defensive width. The defensive depth, YouTube, you know what I'm going to say now. If any of you have watched a Connor Woolf custom tactics video over the last few months, you do have two options. Okay, so option number one is the option that I use, and this is for just new gen, and if you are a semi-decent defender, that is of course the 71 depth. If any of you don't know what the 71 depth does, when we lose the ball, our team will automatically press and automatically offside trap up the pitch. But unlike the pressure on heavy touch, we won't lose stamina for it. The game kind of doesn't realise that we're using a pressure custom tactic, so it kind of just stays there with the 71 depth. It is so overpowered, YouTube, and so broken. I cannot tell you enough how broken it is. But there is another option, and this option is if you are playing on old gen. So if you are playing on old gen, I would recommend 60 defensive depth in the 4-2-3-1. Because we have two CDMs, we can afford to be a little bit more aggressive with our defensive structure than we would normally be. So that's why I've gone with the 60 on old gen. But for me, of course, it is going to be the 71 depth. I like to call it your bread and butter, YouTube. Now, the build-up playing chance creation, I'm going to spend zero time on this. You know what it is already. And balanced and direct passing. I'm not even going to go into any detail on it. The offensive width, though, I've gone a little bit more narrow for like the reason I said with the defensive width, that the game's byline meta isn't as effective as it used to be. It is still good, but not broken meta overpowered like it was pre-patch. So because of that, I've taken it down to 45 on the offensive width. I kind of want my left-sided cam and my right-sided cam to kind of pick up a little bit more central positions so we can funnel through the attack in the middle of the pitch. Players in the box, of course, is going to be 7, YouTube. The more players that we have in the box, the more likely we are to score a goal. It is so simple when you break it down like that, believe you me. 2 corners and 2 free kicks. Custom tactics done. The player instructions now, you will already know what the striker is going to be on in a Connor Woolf custom tactics video. That is, of course, stay central and get in behind. To break it down for you very simply, I want my striker to stay in them central areas of the pitch. I'm not interested, especially in a 4-2-3-1 really, for my striker to be venturing out to the left side or the right side. I want my striker in them central areas of the pitch, and I also want my striker making penetrating runs in behind, because even if we don't play the ball to the striker as he is making them penetrating runs in behind, it does then create a lot of space for our three cams to operate in. And the 4-2-3-1, the three cams are so important, especially with certain player instructions that I have on some of the cams, which you may or may not already know what they are going to be. But yeah, stay central and getting behind on the striker. The middle cam, I would arguably say this cam and the left-sided cam are probably the most important players in the 4-2-3-1. So the first thing you're going to want to put on the middle cam, and the only thing actually you are going to want to put on the middle cam, is get into the box for cross. The middle cam, I want that middle cam in the box for cross as much as possible. Everything kind of funnels through that middle cam in the attacking third of the game. You will notice, and let me know in the comment section down below if you agree or disagree with this, that the middle cam will get a lot of goals and a lot of assists for you. Kind of maybe even more than the striker sometimes. You will be shocked at how much goes through the middle cam in the 4-2-3-1. So just get into the box for cross on that middle cam. The left-sided cam has got 3 player instructions on. So the first one is come back on defence, then get into the box for cross, and then free roam. Yes, I've been using this a lot in a 4-2-2 and a 4-2-3-1 a lot over the last month or so, and I'm loving having at least one of your cams on free roam. This just means that the left-sided cam, the comeback on defence, of course, self-explanatory, makes us more defensively solid, but the get into the box for cross and the free roam are so important. The free roam, if you actually read what it says, take a free roll and roam into space to provide a passing option. That's what I want from that left-sided cam. That sometimes they will drift inwards, making it really hard for your opponent to pick it up. And the get into the box for cross, self-explanatory. More players in the box, more likely to be able to score a goal. The right-sided cam is then only on comeback on defence and get into the box for cross. So he is on stick to position. That means the right-sided cam will kind of stay out wide in that right-sided cam position. So that kind of holds the width on the right-hand side, because as the lamb drifts inwards, we need someone on the right-hand side to hold that width. The right side is CDM, because of our right-sided cam being on that stick to position, is on balanced attack and cover centre. So our right-sided CDM does have a lot of licence to get forward and help out in the attacking third of the game. The left-sided CDM, think of this player like a traditional number 6, a Rodri, Boubacar Kamara role, these type of players. The left-sided CDM is on stay back while attacking and cover centre. So because our left-sided cam is the one that is on free roam, I don't want my left-sided CDM venturing forward. I actually really want him to stay in that number 6 position, if you kind of think about it, because even if the left-sided CDM was to venture forward, he would just be taking up the same positions as the lamb, and I don't want that. Our left back then, YouTube, this is very important in the 4-2-3-1. Our left back is on join the attack and overlap. So think of it like this. As our left-sided cam drifts inwards because he's on free roam, we do still want to have some width on that left-hand side. So we get the width on our left-hand side with the left back bombing on down that left-hand side, on join the attack and overlap. Both centre backs, completely default settings, stay back while attacking, normal interceptions and stick to position. The right back is also on stay back while attacking, YouTube. I do not attack at all with my right back. I'm not interested in that. And then last but not least, my goalkeeper comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. And that right there, YouTube, is my brand new updated 4-2-3-1 custom tactics for you. If you did enjoy this video, you know what to do. Drop it a like for me. Drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, YouTube, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.